Hi friends, how are you all doing? All right, I want to talk about some of the most foundational things about essential oils. Some of just the basics, some of the history, how you use it, why you use it, how it works, all of that stuff. So let me get started. Essential oils have been around since before biblical times. Yeah, they have recorded back in the year 4500 BC. They have found essential oils. They have found them in medieval times, in ancient Egypt. Tomb robbers would actually go into the tombs and steal the essential oils out of the tombs because they were considered so precious. They find them in hieroglyphics of the tomb robbers and the people that used the essential oils at that time. In King Tut's tomb, they found over 350 liters of essential oils. And they were still as pure as the day the tomb was sealed, because essential oils do not expire. Good to know, right? So what are essential oils? Well, they're the most powerful part of the plant. So they come from shrubs, flowers, trees, bushes, roots, citrus fruit rinds, resins, and herbs. And there are actually over 300 essential oils on the planet. But you don't need all 300. That would be crazy. What you need is about 10 to 20 to create your own personal little, what I call arsenal in your home. Just 10 to 20 will do it. Now, how do you use them? Well, there's 3 ways, and we get these from 3 different cultures. The English apply essential oils topically. The German inhale the essential oils, which is one of the most effective ways because it passes the digestive tract. And then the French ingest. So how do they work? Great question. Tests have shown that an essential oil, when it is inhaled, will be shown in the heart, in the liver, and the thyroid within about 3 seconds. It's very, very quick, isn't it? If you put an essential oil on your skin, or anything on your skin, it's in your bloodstream in about 26 seconds. So think about what you're inhaling already, and then what you're putting on your skin, and the chemicals that are going into your body every single day. That you probably have a choice. You don't have to have them in your body. They last in a healthy body from everywhere from 3 to 6 hours. So I get that question a lot, like, how often do I use them? Well, the healthy body will expulse them in about 3 to 6 hours. That's good to know. So I get a lot of questions about internal use. People will say, I shouldn't ingest them. Well, mainly the source of that is from aromatherapy schools. Because aromatherapy schools say that because there's something called GRAS, generally regarded as safe, and it's a labeling. Well, you won't find those on essential oils. The FDA doesn't regulate essential oils. We're also not comparing apples to apples. So an aromatherapist, their oils are going to be different than the pure, like Young Living oils. It's a different oil. So yeah, I wouldn't ingest the aromatherapist oils, but I will the Young Living ones. The FDA does not regulate essential oils. They regulate prescription drugs, but they do speak into ingredients, which is important to know. About 3 years ago, the FDA came to Young Living and said, if you are going to let your members know that one of the first uses for that oil is to ingest, then you need to put a different label on it. So Young Living did. Young Living has 2 different labels. The Vitality label, which we call the white labels, and the solid labels. Now let me tell you what the difference is. This is Lavender Vitality and lavender, and there is no difference. Same exact oil, all right? Young Living has been around for 25 years. They haven't changed their lavender. It's still lavender. But about 3 years ago, they were allowed to use the Vitality labels. All right, so when you see the Vitality label on an oil from Young Living, it's just a trigger to let you know, one of the best uses for that oil might be to ingest it, okay? There's no difference. All right, so how do they work? Well, there's no rating system. Again, FDA doesn't regulate this. There's no rating system. What the FDA has said is that if you want to put on your bottle that you are pure and therapeutic essential oil, you only have to have 5% of that oil in that bottle. Just 5. That's crazy, isn't it? So you can go and buy your oils anywhere else, and it will say pure or therapeutic, and it may only have 5% of that oil in there. That makes you think about the labels on some of the oils you may see where it says do not ingest, do not give to children, poison control numbers on oils, all sorts of crazy stuff ends up on oils. It's crazy. And so you might want to think about where you're getting your oils from, right? There are 4 ratings for oils. The first category is pure and therapeutic, which are Young Living oils. And Young Living has a whole seed to seal process that guarantees the pureness of their oils. And if it says lavender in the bottle, that's all that's in there is lavender. They haven't added anything else. It's just one full bottle of lavender. B, grade B, is food grade. And it can have synthetics, it can have pesticides, fertilizers. Think about this. You're growing food. You want to grow a lot of it, right? So that you can produce a lot of food. So they use stuff on their crops to grow the crops faster. Grade C is what we call perfume. And that actually has solvents such as hexane in it or adulterating chemicals. And typically is 80 or 90% alcohol. So that's grade C, and that's a perfume grade oil. Grade D is the floral water. And typically that's where another company trying to mass produce essential oils will use the floral water, put 5% in that bottle, fill the rest with something else, and sell it as pure because the FDA said you only have to have 5%. Yeah? Not good, huh? Not good. All right. So how are they made? Well, there are tons of details on the distillation process, and quite honestly, it's over my head. If you're a Young Living member, you can actually go to their farms and see how they're distilled. But I'm not going to get into that. But I do have some fun facts for you, and I'm going to read these. 60,000 rose blossoms to make 1 ounce of rose oil. That's a lot. And it's not your typical rose either. It's not the rose you find out in your garden. No, it's a special rose bush. Lavender is in abundance. Lavender grows quick, it grows fast, easy, it's everywhere. 200 pounds of lavender will make 7 pounds of lavender oil. Jasmine is a crazy oil to harvest because it has to be hand-picked. On the morning, it's going to bloom before the sun comes up. And it takes 8 million hand-picked blossoms to make 2.2 pounds of oil. It's a lot of hand-picking. A lot. Sandalwood trees have to be 30 years old before they can be taken down and made into an essential oil. But a little goes a long way, you guys. One little drop of lavender can do the trick. Yeah. Are they safe? Well, there are photosensitive oils, and those are the citrus oils. So tangerine, orange, lemon, grapefruit, bergamot. The citrus oils are photosensitive. So what that means is that if you put them on your skin topically and you go in the sun, you might notice some redness. So you might see some redness. I would highly recommend that if you put a citrus oil on your skin topically, that you do that in the evening, and then you'll be okay. Never put oils in your eyes or your ears. If you do accidentally do that, a carrier oil will quickly remove the essential oil and remove the sting. Carrier oils are fatty oils. Essential oils don't have any fat in them. They're tiny, tiny molecules. Carrier oils are bigger molecules. So when you put the tiny molecule in the bigger molecule, it stretches that molecule and then it removes that sting from your eyes or your ears. If you happen to be out in public, yeah, you're out in public and you're like, rub your eye and you get some essential oil in your eye and you really don't have a carrier oil with you, and carrier oils are like coconut, avocado, jojoba, argan, even olive oil. Milk will do the trick because it has fat in it. So grab yourself some milk. And then the other piece is the desensitization to essential oils. Can you become desensitized? Not really. This isn't like a medication where like you've taken so much of a prescription that it isn't effective anymore. Essential oils, what happens is your body adapts. So if you're always using lavender to sleep, and then one night you just didn't get a good night's sleep, switch it up. Use some frankincense, use some cedarwood, use some Valor, use some Stress Away. Use one of the other oils for about 4 or 5 days and then go back to lavender. Your body will, oh, something new. Those are the basics on essential oils. And I hope this has been informative and that you've enjoyed it. And I'll talk to you all soon.